We have a big problem. There are trespassers at my brother's property. He doesn't have any signage up. We have a super freeze that is coming down at the southern end of the Appalachian Hills. We're not ready for it.
No, it's so early in the season. We were still having 70-degree days. It was starting to dip at night, but no freezing. And now it's expected.
Yeah, we could hit as low as like 19 degrees.
Yeah, so we have a couple of things we have to do with the chicken coops. It's pretty shored up. I have a light in there, but there's a couple more things we wanted to do. We have some smaller chickens that I want to kind of make sure that they're toasty.
And those smaller chickens are for my brother. You guys know the direction that this world is going. It's absolute craziness out there. I asked my brother to please come move up here. We need to kind of like build together. We need to make sure that family dynamic is really strong. So he has had this property for a very long time. It's been in and out of like what he wants to do with it. He bought it with a business partner, and now he's like, okay, I'm going to develop it.
Right.
We're helping him build that out, but trespassers. And so if you don't have signage up, you don't have a way to prove that this was not a property that anybody could go on.
Right.
So we're taking this signage over today. He's still moving stuff back and forth. You're going to see a lot more of what we do as two families prepare to live out what really is the end of the world as we knew it. It used to be that you could economically flourish.
Right.
You could build a small business. You could, have a lawn care business, and you could really be ahead of everyone else. If you worked hard in America, you used to be able to get ahead.
Right. Yeah. I feel like there's not even really middle class anymore. You're either way up here or you are struggling to get by. So that's kind of where we're at now. And we're just trying to use everything we have available to us, get ready, have a support structure, have a family structure. That's huge in this kind of thing, because to have to rely on, if it's just Brad and I when things go crazy, then, that's just more work for us. So to have more of a support structure kind of eases that stress a bit.
Yeah, that support structure is really important for me. Will you grab the mic bag so that we can walk over to the chickens? The support structure is really strong for me. If you lose your job, or if you have a health crisis, or you just have something go wrong, or I've got these ladybugs are literally everywhere.
They're everywhere.
Now they say they're good luck, but well, we're about to see. So if you don't have a support structure, look at this. The whole side of the house just completely covered with these ladybugs.
They know the freeze is coming. They're trying to get warmer.
Now, I don't remember. You guys tell me in the comments which kind is the ladybug and which kind is the other more invasive bug, because I really can't remember.
It's some sort of beetle, I think.
Now, this is our pink tiny house that we built. Kelly loves the color pink. She really wants to paint that one pink back there.
We got to get a different shade in there. So I'm up to, any suggestions anyone has, let me know.
But I make sure to put my brother and his family in here because it's really nice inside. The first tiny house we built was right here. Yes. It was our trial and error, folks.
It was. We did amazing, but we were learning. Yeah. And you can tell we were learning. It's still great, but we definitely improved in many things.
Yeah, it just doesn't have that same, that same feeling that the pink house has.
Yep.
But here's our chicken coop, and we have a light up there because the chickens weren't laying as many eggs. So they said, even if you just give them light, they're gonna start laying more eggs. Right. That's what we did, but we have to try and seal it up, maybe at least seal the back side of it.
Yeah, trap some of that heat in there so that, chickens are very hardy and they'd probably be fine, but I also don't want to interrupt our egg production, and I just like to keep them comfier.
And the first priority is getting these private property no trespassing sign up. I have cameras up. You see these cameras? These are cameras that use a
SIM card. Yeah,
a SIM card, a cell phone SIM card. And so these cameras let you see when there's even no power there, because he didn't have power there at his property for a long time. And I see these people coming through. And I'm like, what is going on here? Why are there people? This is not your property. You have no business being here. So first things first, taking the hammer, nails, no trespassing, and let's go see what we can do. Okay, so we've got to get some posts in the ground. There's no posts at the beginning of the property yet. We don't have a gate up. That's next on our to-do list, but this is just like a starting property. Right. So we've got to get some scrap wood. The scrap wood that we have left here is pretty decent. I think I'm gonna have to maybe use the hatchet and try to get some of these leftover 2x4s into a point, put those into the ground, and then attach the signage to it. What I want to do is right at the entrance, I don't want people to be able to come off of the road onto the driveway without at least seeing the signage. Now, Pete Hegseth is the leadership of the Department of War, and he has a motto which is peace through strength. And we live in an open carry state. And so what a lot of people have said in some of the videos is, Brad, why do you wear a sidearm? Why do you have your ability to defend yourself right there in the open for everybody to see? And let me tell you exactly why. Police officers, they don't hide their sidearm, right? They don't make it hidden. You know a police officer has a self-defense tool, and you know that he knows how to and is trained to use it. He has a set of operating skills that he is prepared to use anytime it's necessary. Our military, they don't hide their long guns. They don't hide anything. You know they've got it, and you know how they know how to use it. And so that's my idea. And the idea with our homestead is peace through strength. A lot of people are like, you're showing your food. Let me tell you, the truck right there, it's worth more money than all the food that I have. Brad, you're showing them that you have the self-defense tools to take care of yourself and your family. Let me tell you, I know I have the self-defense tools to take care of me and my family, and so that's what I'm going to do. So I believe, and you guys let me know if you think it's different, maybe down in the comment box. But for me, that peace through strength ideology is really what I feel sets us apart in the United States of America. And it really makes it so that everybody knows you do have the ability to defend yourself. You do have the ability to live a more free life than in many places of our world. And that's exactly what we're doing. So one of those things is getting the proper signage up so that everybody who's coming by knows that this is in fact private property. There is no trespassing here. You can't just walk up and see everything because people are nosy, right? We live in the United States of America where people just want to see what you're doing. They want to see if they're a neighbor, they want to look and see what you've got. Well, if you don't have the proper signage up, they kind of feel like they have the right to do that. So we're kind of taking care of that today, getting some of this signage into the ground, and let's see what it takes. Let's take a look and see what it looks like after we're done. Okay, so that's one sign down. We've got some no trespassing here. So you can see you come up to the property. You can't bypass it without seeing it. I think we're gonna try and put another one on this side of the entrance, and then there's another entrance over there. Do you think that's enough?
I think so. I mean, that's no one's entering it from anywhere else. So if it's at the starting place of each driveway, then you can't miss it. I mean, it's come on, it's bright orange.
So what do you guys think? Do you think that that's too much? Do you think that's excessive? Do you think that that's something that you would do at your property? Do you have no trespassing signs up? You guys let me know down in the comments. Let's go get that other one into the ground. What do you guys think? Is this one too big? I think to get on top of it, I might have to do a little bit of acrobatics. Probably gonna have to cut this down and get it into the ground. If there's anything my wife is, it's determined. She said, nope, we're gonna be here longer because I'm gonna do this. So we are just out here getting these sticks cut, trying to get everything into the ground. Kelly is working hard at that. I've seen a beaver do this before. So if
my teeth aren't big enough for it.
But maybe one day. We'll get those dentures in, we'll get big old chompers.
I'll bite you.
And she'll bite me. So we're gonna get this done, folks. Don't you worry. I know you guys were worried. You're like, this isn't getting done today. Even though that sun is going down, it's getting done today. This is absolutely crazy. Just while we were out there, had another vehicle come by with nosy people trying to see what you're doing, what you're building out, who's gonna be living there. That's why, like, operational security is so important. Now, operational security means what is going on in your area as it pertains to the public, or something called optics. So optics are what everybody else sees in the outside world, and then what you have going on at your homestead. What do you have going on inside of your family, inside of your relationships? When you go to work, what time do you go out to the store? Doing all these types of things. What does the rest of the world see about you? So when people are stopping and asking, what are you doing? What are you building? Who's going to be living there? Can you hunt from these areas? All these different things. You've got to really zip the mouth shut.
Yeah, you really don't want to give more information than somebody really needs to have, other than, look, here's a property. Someone's building. That's it.
Yeah. So operational security is really important to us. Peace through strength is really important to us. Making sure that, because these are trying times.
They are. And they're wild times. And when things get so wild and people get so desperate, they're going to reach out in different ways. Like, they're going to do things differently because of that. So you really have to be on top of how much you give and what that information actually gives.
Yeah, exactly. And so a lot of people ask, well, what are you into, sports, all this type of thing. I just let everyone make up their own decision. And that's maybe something that you should do for your homestead, for your off-grid life. Maybe just for if you're an apartment dweller or a prepper or into survival of any kind, just keep those optics very closed and close to your heart, because that's what's really important. So the no trespassing signs are all up now. Yep. We have a little bit better of a optical barrier. People at least have to see that this isn't just willy-nilly. I can go on these properties.
You can't just go inspect and see, even out of just pure nosiness of like, oh, what's that? Because sometimes that's what it is, but you don't know.
Yeah, right. So we didn't get to the chicken coop yet.
No.
But we have a couple of days. That Arctic polar cold is coming down.
Yeah.
We do have to get ready for that. This is going to be my brother and his family's first taste of a colder winter.
Yes. Growing up in Florida before we moved, we thought, the coldest Florida is like, oh, that's cold. Here, oh, it's cold. And I know it's not as cold as other places, but for not being used to it, it's kind of like oh, wow, you do have to layer. You do have to have a better coat, little things like that.
So guys, we are doing everything we can to keep the trespassers away, to keep anybody from violating our own privacy, things that are going on in our, personal lives. Please let me know down in the comment box. What do you do? Do you have the signage up? Do you have surveillance equipment up, like cameras? Do you have those infrared motion detectors? Do you have motion lights up? That's one thing that my brother was talking about, is he wants to get those big motion lights.
Yeah.
And I said, you just have to keep those away. You don't want to light yourself if someone comes up. You want to light the people coming up.
Yeah, before they get to you.
Yeah, right. So you have to keep those types of things in mind, and you have to get ready, because like Kelly said, there's a lot of very desperate people out there. And very desperate people start doing very desperate things. I'm sure you guys have seen on the internet, people looting stores, the brazenness.
Oh yeah, literally they just walk out. Like you can see it's obvious. They're not even trying to hide it.
Yeah. And some people getting attacked in on their way to the store, on their way home. There's lots of even road rage going on. So
oh yeah, people are on edge.
Yeah, definitely on edge. I guess that's a good way to put
it.
People are on edge. So we're out here living the dream, folks.
Yeah.
I hope that you guys are also. You're watching Off Grid with Brad and Kelly. I want to thank you guys. Please click the hype button if you see it down there. It really helps the channel out, and it helps everybody out there get to know that, hey, this is something worth watching and something we can all do together. And we do it on the low and on the cheap, because I'm not high middle class. I'm not, nowadays, are you even middle class?
I don't think it even exists anymore.
Yeah, I think
you're low and then you're way up here.
And I'll show you my my low class, because this is my tripod. And we went to the store last night, and like I said in our last video, they were out of
oats and they were out of flour. We went really just to get a couple of things because we were there.
Yeah.
And they had something.
And so last night when we got in after dark, I said, well, we don't have to put the dry goods away until tomorrow. And they were still in the car. So the dry goods are our tripod right here. You can see stacked 3 high, stacked to the rafters, folks, because you've got to be prepared. If I wasn't a prepper, I wouldn't have a tripod.
You wouldn't have gotten the angle that you could get, guys.
Yeah. So thank you guys for being here with us. Brad, Kelly, our family. You guys are a part of the family and the homestead too. So thank you guys for everything that you do. From my family to you and yours, please stay safe.